Hey guys, we're approaching year end. We're kind of walking through with a lot of our clients certain moves to make. So I wanted to give you guys something that you can do if you're an S-Corp owner before year end and this is your situation. The situation is maybe you haven't paid yourself enough of a salary. Remember, S-Corp owners have to pay themselves reasonable compensation. And maybe you haven't paid in all of the federal, or we'll say state as well, income tax that you should. Okay. And so a little background here is that, like I said, S-Corps have to pay their shareholder or owner employees reasonable wages. And two, the tax system is a pay-as-you-go system, meaning if you don't pay it quarterly, you're penalized. Well, with a year-end bonus, with withholding, you can kind of kill two birds with one stone. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, you can satisfy your obligation to have reasonable compensation, but you could also then have a large amount of withholding. Let's just say your salary as an S-Corp owner to be reasonable for the job you do for the company should be $75,000. And let's just say as of today, you've only paid yourself $50,000. Or so let's say $25,000, make a very more extreme example. You could take a $50,000 bonus, which would get you up to $75,000 salary, and then you could withhold the majority of that salary, meaning you could set aside federal and state income taxes. Now, the beauty of withholding, which is what I tell my clients all the time, if you have an option to pay your taxes quarterly via just quarterly estimated payments or through withholding, withholding is the better option, and here's why. Withholding is deemed to be done ratably throughout the year. That means that if you withheld, in this example, $40,000 on the last day of the year from your paycheck, the IRS would assume you withheld $10,000 per quarter, and that's important because if you hadn't been paying your taxes quarterly, you'd be penalized. But now, if you've done the $40,000 on the last day of the year, and let's just say your tax bill happened to be $10,000 a year, you'd have zero penalty. And that's because withholding is deemed to be ratable. So you can kill two birds with one stone before the end of the year by taking a bonus to get you up to reasonable compensation, and then withholding a decent amount on that would cover your underpayment throughout the year and potentially avoid penalties because of the way withholding is deemed to be ratable throughout the year. So anyway, if you're an S-Corp owner who's behind on your payroll, behind on your taxes, this could be a nice little hack for you. Anyway, if you got a question about that, drop it below. Comment, suggestion for a future video. I'll take those because chances are somebody else has that question, so feel free to ask it. But otherwise, we'll see you on the next one.